Good East positioning of the sun, everybody. The name is Bufang. If you're wondering why I paused there for a second, I've been realizing that this cuts out the beginning of the audio, so I wanted to just test. That was 2 seconds, and let me know. Either way, welcome back to the next episode of the Hunger Games Simulator. Last episode that we did, we ended up doing Dandy's World, to which I got my second win. So, for as much as I might want another win to keep me up to my 2 a season average, I'm fine with it. I at least have enough to go into the championship episode. Anyways, this time around, we have countries of the world. I only have 24 slots to work with, so I just looked up most popular countries in Google, and I picked from those results. That's all. I could probably do another one of these episodes and avoid these countries and still have enough to do it. But I'm not trying to be like racist or say anything like, oh, this country sucks. That's not why I put it. No, I just literally looked it up on Google and these were the results, so I just figured, why not? I'll put them in. That's it. You should know all these countries, and if you don't, go take your geography class and start passing it. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Guinea, 702. I should not be singing that song. Oh man, that song would have also been a good one if I just put in the first 24 countries. Whatever. I'm there. Go past your geography class. These literally do not need an introduction. As for what I'm going to root for, there are about 3 countries I would want to root for, which is the US, Norway, and Japan. I would root for the US because I fucking live in the US. I'm not sure if I haven't made that obvious enough, but I live in the United States. Norway is a dream vacation spot of mine. I've always wanted to go. And Japan makes a bunch of content that I like. Let's just go. Let's do Norway and US. Yeah. No. Shit. What do I want to do? Hold on. Okay, so here's what I decided on. I'm going to have a random number generator. 1 is going to be the US, 2 is Japan, 3 is Norway because the first one, the second one, the third one. And whatever number gets generated is the one that I don't root for. So, 3, that's Norway. So I'm rooting for Japan and the US. All right. I'm comfortable with that. Let's proceed. As the tributes there on the podiums, the horn sounds. Turkey runs away. I don't know why. Listen, man, I always love the joke that if you're hungry, go to Turkey, but they had to change it to Turkey because they didn't like it. Man, you can't take a joke. Australia takes the spear for inside the cornucopia. Spain, Russia, Denmark, Mexico, and Nigeria all run away. Greece runs away with a lighter and some rope. Norway and Canada run away. The UK grabs a shovel. Italy and Egypt fight for a bag. Egypt gives up and retreats. Israel snaps Germany's neck. I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, if you don't know why I'm laughing, go pay attention to your World War II history class. France finds some bows and arrows in a quiver. India runs away. Iraq receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. China finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Brazil stabs Switzerland while his back is turned. Japan and Portugal fight for a bag. Portugal gives up and retreats, and the US runs away. Denmark explores the arena. France is pricked by thorns of picking berries. Egypt and Mexico split up search for resources. Israel receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Japan receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Brazil attends to Greece's wounds. Russia sees smoke rising in the distance. India decides to camouflage herself in the bushes. As for the genders, I just left them on as the default, so whatever, it wasn't the default when I changed it, that's it. I really had no other logic behind it, by the way. Italy explores the arena. Norway injures herself. Australia, I thought it was Austria. Misread it as Austria for a second. No, Australia and China hunt for other tributes. Nigeria, Spain, Canada, Turkey, and Iraq hunt for other tributes. The US, UK, and Portugal hunt for other tributes. That's a loaded team. The carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. Japan, in agony, kills the UK, so she does not have to be attacked by the squirrels, so UK is dead. Greece, Denmark, and Australia survive. The squirrels separate and kill France and Iraq. China tries to kill as many squirrels as she can, but there are too many. The squirrels separate and kill Canada and Russia. Egypt survives. India in agony kills Spain, so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. Brazil survives. Turkey uses the squirrels to his advantage, shoving Portugal into them. Italy and Nigeria survive. Israel in agony kills Mexico, so he does not have to be attacked by squirrels. Norway tries to kill as many squirrels as she can, but there are too many, as the US survives. This is the first fallen tributes, and half of the cast is dead. Our first fallen tributes, and half of the cast is dead. Okay, Germany from District 2, Switzerland from District 6, UK from District 1, France from District 4, Iraq from District 12, China from District 6, Canada from District 3, Russia from District 4, Spain from District 5, Portugal from District 7, Mexico from District 10, and Norway from District 10. With that, Districts 4, 6, and 10 are completely out of play. And we go from 24 survivors to 12. Man, I was not expecting that immediately. Maybe it's a good thing that Norway got pushed off if they lost that early. Well, not early, you know what I mean. Egypt and Israel talk about the tribute still alive. Brazil cooks her food before putting her fire out. Nigeria goes to sleep. Japan thinks about winning. India climbs a tree to rest. Denmark and Turkey sleep in shifts. US receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Austria sets Italy on fire with a Molotov. Greece receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. US begs for Israel to kill him. She refuses, keeping the US alive. Egypt discovers a cave. Australia, Greece, Brazil, and Nigeria hunt for other tributes. Japan fishes. India begs for Denmark to kill her. He refuses, keeping India alive. Turkey questions his sanity. You see, that's more often where it's like 1 to 3, not 12. But yeah, Italy from District 2 is dead. So Districts 2, 4, 6, and 10 are completely out. We go from 12 survivors to 11. The US receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. India and Turkey huddle for warmth. Denmark and Brazil tell stories about themselves to each other. Australia defeats Israel in a fight but spares their life. Greece thinks about home. Nigeria quietly hums. Japan sees a fire but stays hidden, and Egypt quietly hums. Greece diverts Nigeria's attention and runs away. US, Egypt, Turkey, Denmark, and India hunt for other tributes. Japan silently snaps Brazil's neck. Australia thinks about home. Israel receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Brazil from District 8. So Districts 2, 4, 6, and 10 are still the only districts out, but we go from 11 survivors to 10 survivors. Egypt thinks about winning. Australia, US, and Greece get into a fight. US triumphantly kills them both. You know, that kind of makes sense, considering the real world status effect state. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're from a foreign country, hi. The US spends the absolute most in military spending in the entire world, and the next 27 countries combined don't match us in military spending. So in short, I can kind of see this making sense. We have been a determining factor in many wars ending. Denmark attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Israel is awoken by nightmares. Nigeria and Japan fight India and Turkey. India and Turkey survive. Day 3. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, ovens, and memoirs from tributes' families. Egypt severely injures the US but puts him out of his misery. Sure. Denmark takes a staff. Israel decides not to go. India gathers as much food as she can before fleeing, and Turkey falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Egypt, India, Israel, and Denmark hunt for other tributes. I think they're the only 4 left, though. Yeah, 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Australia from District 7, Greece from District 5, Nigeria from District 11, Japan from District 3, US from District 1, and Turkey from District 9. Districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 are completely out. And we go from 10 survivors to 4. Yeah, it is literally just those 4. Interesting. Israel, Egypt, and India cheerfully sing songs together. Denmark loses sight of where he is. Egypt dies trying to escape the arena. India makes a slingshot. Denmark receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Israel searches for a water source. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Egypt from District 9. No, I didn't. Okay. Districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 10 are completely out. From 4 survivors to 3 survivors. Who's going to win? India sees a fire but stays hidden. Israel tends to her wounds. Denmark receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Denmark throws a knife into India's head, and Israel dies from hypothermia. So you have 2 cannon shots in the distance. India from District 12 and Israel from District 11. Which means the winner is Denmark from District 8. France, England, Denmark, and Spain. Let's review the placements. In 24th, Germany. In 23rd, Switzerland. In 22nd, the United Kingdom. In 21st, France. In 20th, Iraq. In 19th, China. In 18th, Canada. In 17th, Russia. In 16th, Spain. In 15th, Portugal. In 14th, Mexico. In 13th, Norway. In 12th, Italy. In 11th, with 1 kill, Brazil. In 10th, with a kill, Australia. In 9th, Greece. In 8th, and our highest ranking pacifist, Nigeria. In 7th with 2 kills, Japan. In 6th with 2 kills, United States. In 5th, tied for the most kills, is Turkey. In 4th with a kill is Egypt. In 3rd, again tied for the most kills, is India. In 2nd with 2 kills is Israel, and the winner with 1 kill is Denmark. Here's the summary. So a bit shorter than usual, but that's fine. Surprisingly, still managed to last as long as it did. District placements: in 12th, 6th, in 11th, 4, in 10th, 10, in 9th, 2, in 8th, 7, in 7th, 5, in 6th, 3, in 5th, 1, in 4th, 9, in 3rd, 12, in 2nd, 11, and in 1st, 8. There you have it, folks. It's going to conclude it for the Country's Hunger Games Simulator. I forgot to give credit to who it was in the beginning of the episode. Well, thank you, Wisp on YouTube. I will give, again, as is per standard of the series, the person who has the suggestion that I ultimately took, the person who suggested it that ultimately gave me the idea to go for it is going to ultimately get the credit in the description, so check them out. But with all this being said and done, next time we are doing Descendants characters, and with that I bid you all a good west positioning of the sun, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Leave.